Hey, welcome back. We're doing a follow-up on the European mount video we just put out. Hopefully you guys watched it. If not, you should go check it out. It's pretty cool. I'd mentioned in there we're going to be doing some hydro dipping, which is going to be neat. Nick is going to hydro dip his two skulls that he's got prepped here. So I'm going to go ahead and pan over to him and he can explain the process and what he's done so far to get them ready for.
Well, as you guys saw in our other video, we got the skulls cleaned. So after they get cleaned, I put them in hydrogen peroxide. You're going to want to use at least 12% because 12% is going to start to whiten the skull. If you buy the stuff at the store, it's just 3%. It just won't do anything. So you're going to want to do a 50-50 solution with 12% hydrogen peroxide and water.
Where can you get that?
Usually you can order it on Amazon. Actually, a lot of hair salons have it too, surprising enough. But just make sure it's at least 12%. It'll start getting your skull white and cleans up everything super nice. So these ones have already been cleaned up. And then you're going to want to go over them with a flat white primer. And then I did one coat of that on here, and then I followed that up with flat white coat of paint and primer. And you want to do that because the hydro dip's not going to stick to just the bone. It'll have to stick to paint. And then we are going to be using the Dip Demon Hydro Dip kits. We're going to do this skull in Realtree camo, and we're going to do an American flag pattern on here. You can get these kits on Amazon for like $40 and like $16 for film, so they're fairly inexpensive. And then we just went and got a tote from Walmart for $15-20. You're going to want to fill this with like about bathtub warm water. Just for the hydro dip film to work. So right now we got the hydro dip film with the edges taped off with masking tape to hold the border. We got our tub full of warm water. You're going to want about bathtub warm water. That is important, otherwise the film's not going to stick right. We got our activator can ready. So now what you're going to do is you're going to wet your pointer finger and your thumb. You're going to grab your film, and you're going to feel one side of the film is stickier than the other. And that side is going to face down towards the water. Then we're going to let the film sit on there for 60 seconds. Push any air bubbles out gently with your hands. Then we're going to spray it with activator. Wait 15 seconds, and then we're going to perform the dip. You're going to want to dip your skull on a bit of an angle. Come down all the way through, shake, and pull back up. So you're going to want to start with your film, touching in the middle first, and then working outward. So now we're going to let that sit for 60 seconds. If you see any air bubbles, just kind of gently push them down with your hands. As you can see, I'm moving this one away from where we're going to be dipping. So now we're going to let the 60 seconds run up. Make sure our activator can is ready. You're going to want to dip away from bubbles if you have any. You're going to want to hold the activator can about 12 to 18 inches above, and we're going to make one solid pass. You don't want to make multiple passes. Three, two, one. Okay, so now we're going to start our timer for 15 seconds. First, we're going to hit our activator. Start our timer. Get our skull ready. And you're going to see the film become like liquid after you spray it with the activator. So now we're good. You're going to dip the skull. Bit of an angle. Nice and easy. And you can actually see the film going right onto the skull. Now you're going to want to swoosh it around. And then pull it back up.
Yeah, very nice.
That one turned out really good, actually. So now you're going to want to rinse it until the slimy residue is gone off the skull, because the Hydro Dip's going to leave a residue. Key to dipping, go slow. Take your time and it'll turn out good. In temperature water, you're going to want to use about the same temp you dipped with. You're not going to want to use super hot, just warm. Just rinse it nice and thoroughly. As you can see, like on the back side, the ink doesn't quite pull on all the way, but it's kind of normal. When you mount it on the wall, you won't see it anyway. Then once we're done rinsing it, the last step is going to be to put like a satin clear coat just for protection, and it's done.